Group C, Colombia, Greece, Ivory Coast and Japan. This group promises to be very intriguing as well. Colombia haven't been at a World Cup since 1998, but the home continent, they qualified second in the South American qualifying stages. There was no Brazil, but they qualified behind Argentina, above Uruguay, above Ecuador, and above Chile. They're an amazing side. Jose Peckerman, their manager, has got them playing great football. You've got Radamel Falcao, absolute star striker, one of the best strikers in the world, and James Rodriguez, who plays for Monaco, pulling the strings. They're gonna.
It could be a surprise. Like maybe they could qualify, but
I think they'll. I personally think they should top this group quite easily. I think if Falcao's fit, and they've got Jackson Martinez as well, who plays for Porto, scoring goals. I really do think they'll go through. Greece, we know their strengths. They like to defend.
It's kind of like Italy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
playing lately.
It's a very slow build-up game. They just wait and then they get you on the counter-attack.
Like from a corner or from
exactly.
A counter-attack.
They're very defensive. They do have a star striker in Mitroglou. He was lighting the world on fire before his January move, I think, to Fulham. Be interesting to see how he goes. And then they've got a great centre back in Papadopoulos. Whether he's fully fit as well was another question in itself. We all know about, I guess, the Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast, I think they'll be a surprise. I think they're going to go through.
I think they're everyone's second team. Yeah. I really do.
I think they could be a surprise in this World Cup.
I think they'll go through this group. Didier Drogba is going to start up front for him again. He's
experience,
amazing footballer, 35 years old, and to be as good as he still is,
with
testament. And Yaya Touré, one of the best central midfielders in the world. He's led City's title charge this season.
These two, I don't think they have anything else. They don't have anything else to prove.
They're so good. Just on that fact, I think they've got some absolutely amazing Premier League stars as well. Wilfred Broney for Swansea City is scoring for fun. You've got Colatoro, who plays for Liverpool. I guess, but it is all down to Yaya Touré and Didier Drogba. Really, if they're to go through this group, they have to perform.
But Ivory Coast have been doing all right.
They have. They're probably their best hope for progression this tournament as well.
I think they go. I think that Ivory Coast and Colombia probably go.
I think so as well, mate. I'd have to agree. I can't see anything else happening in this group. Japan, they've improved in recent years. They went to the Confederations Cup, but they lost all 3 games against decent opposition. There was a game there where they scored 3, but they conceded 5 in the Confederations Cup, and I think they lack big game mentality. They've got a lack of depth. They've got some good players. Shinji Kagawa, attacking mid at Manchester United is good.
They always rely on the speed of the team. Do you know?
Yeah, exactly.
They don't really know how to shoot properly. They don't have a good tactic for the game, but they rely on the speed and power of the players.
Well, they're so quick, but their problem, I guess, is as well, like their central defence. They're so small. All their players they're small players. I don't think any of them would be 6 foot tall. I think they're just going to get bossed off the ball. I think Ivory Coast players like Yaya Touré and then the Colombian midfielders and even the Greek players, they're just going to control the game too much against a team like that.
I think there'll be not many surprises in this group.
Yeah, it's Colombia and Ivory Coast pretty much. If maybe the Greeks have other ideas, but I just don't think so. If England win their group, they're going to play probably the second team in this group. But if they finish second, they get the top group. So you finish second, you get Colombia. That's a tough ask. You finish top, you get the Ivory Coast. Again, no easy task, but on paper England beat the Ivory Coast every day of the week. But if they finish second and get Colombia, I've got very grave concerns for their World Cup.
Yeah,
what do you think?
I think it'll be a hard game for England either way. I think
either way,
it'll be Yeah, it'll be tough to play Colombia in South America after everything they've done and all the players they have, as you mentioned.
Yep.
It will be very hard for England, but you know, I think England's got the tradition behind them, and Colombia. What has Colombia done?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? I think that's important.
Well, that's exactly right. This is their first World Cup.
Colombia
since '98. They haven't done anything really.
For Colombia, they play in England. Do you know what I mean? For England, they play in Colombia. It's not like, do you know what I mean? Like you said, they have amazing players and all that, and of course they should take that they on board. But I think that England will go through whoever they get, either Colombia or Ivory Coast. It'll be a hard game, but England end up going through. I think.
I think all the English fans would love hearing you say that. But it's going to be a good World Cup. Can't wait.
Worth to mention as well that Japan was above Australia for the qualifiers. What do you say about that?
Yeah, beat us both times, I think, as well, or at least once. Yeah, they topped our group. That's all right. I knew that was coming. Yeah, what can I say? We're going home early anyway, so it's so are Japan. So we're both in the same boat.